people! This is FisherTwelve, and we have an exciting episode of the Black Ops show for you guys today, as always. And today, we're going to be talking all about zombies in Black Ops 3. Last night, Treyarch had their world reveal where they showcased a new trailer, gave us insight about future plans for zombies, and also brought out the star-studded cast of this game mode. So let's get right on into it. Let's start with the maps first. The first map that they talked about was something called Shadows of Evil, and this is going to be set in the 1940s in a place called Morgue City. That's the place that we're at, and it has been alluded to, or not even alluded to, I think it's been explicitly stated that Shadows of Evil has a direct correlation to Mob of the Dead. So it'll be interesting to see what the connection is between those two maps. I imagine that this will be part of a greater Easter egg that'll be fun to discover. They also talked about another map called The Giant, and this is actually a bonus map that's going to come with the Hardened or Collector's Edition, or it's called the Juggernaut Edition, and it's actually a DeReese remake, and it features the original zombie cast, so that'll be exciting. This is kind of like the Nuketown of zombies, you could say. Now, as I said, they also announced the cast of Shadows of Evil, so let's go through it. Let's go through the different characters and the celebrities who will be playing them. So first, we have Jessica, and she's going to be played by Heather Graham, and we know Heather Graham from things like Boogie Nights, Austin Powers, the Hangover movies, and she is a burlesque dancer. Next, we have Vincent, who is played by Neil McDonough, and we know him from Angels in the Outfield. My personal favorite was Walking Tall. He's also a Boston native, so Neil McDonough is the homeboy, and his character is actually a cop. Next, we have Campbell, and that's played by Ron Perlman, and we know Ron from Hellboy, and his character is a boxer. And I'm not entirely positive of this next character's name. I believe it's Nebo, and it's played by Jeff Goldblum. We know him from Jurassic Park, obviously, and his character is a magician. And lastly, we have the Shadow Man, played by Robert Picardo. We know him from Star Trek, and he's also the narrator. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how his character being the Shadow Man and the narrator fit into the greater plot. So moving on to the plot of this Zombies game mode, we didn't get too much information, but we can kind of infer from the clues that we have already. So each character has an evil fault, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, and this fault allows them to be taken over by the Shadow Man. So Jessica's fault is that she manipulates men, Vincent's fault is that he's overly arrogant, Campbell's fault is that he's a cheater. He placed brass knuckles inside his gloves during his boxing matches. Nebo, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, is corrupt. He is a corrupt cop from getting bribes and framing innocent men and whatnot. Treyarch actually released blurbs for each one of these people. I'll try to link that down below in the description. And their zombies experience is orchestrated by the Shadow Man. Now, we don't know the greater context of that yet. We're going to have to wait for the game to come out, but it makes for an intriguing story nonetheless. And lastly, I just want to talk about a couple miscellaneous things that I thought were important about the reveal. I'm going to do a greater in-depth trailer analysis, so I'm not going to talk too much about the details of the trailer, but one detail I will reveal is that it seems as if Treyarch is incorporating these special abilities that are going to be in multiplayer into zombies as well, and the way that you get these special abilities are from Dr. Monty's gumball machine. Some unfortunate news is that Treyarch said that they have no plans to revisit any other older maps right now during a Q&A session. Also, though, during the Q&A session, I guess kind of ending on an upper note, they did say that PC mods and custom maps are something they might discuss later. So it's not a yes, but it's also not a no. And that's going to unfortunately bring us to the end of the episode, so let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of the reveal. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and if you want even more Black Ops 3 content, subscribe to the channel. There are new uploads every other day. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.